Well, welcome to the Punter Show, Zach Burton.
Thank you. It's been a while since I've been on, I think.
Has it been a little while?
I think I was on the early doors.
Early doors?
But obviously
It's
now.
pre-me.
Yeah, pre you.
Pre
the star of the show.
Pre the star of the show. No, my man Pollock's still the star of the show.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
It still is. You've come over, you've got a nice little book of rides, obviously in the size favourite. What did you make of a run in the slipper?
Yeah, I thought it was a very good run. Obviously she was going first up into that race. It wasn't by default, it was always the plan.
Yep.
So he had her right on the day. I thought she ran a cracking race. Obviously we drew the right gate in that race and had a lovely run. She hit a flat spot upon straightening, and it was really only the last 150 metres that she started to get going, and the last 100 was pretty impressive. It was a very good run, and you would assume off that the step up to 1400 is what she's looking for.
Okay. Do you think that she could be a little bit flat, being second up, running so well fresh?
It's always a concern. She's only a small horse as well. There's not a lot of her, which is why David ran her first up in the slipper, because apparently she didn't take her racing too well. But I've been in touch with him since. He's very happy with the way she's going. He said she's pulled up really well from it. Now I can't go to the races worried about what sort of condition she's in. I just got to hope that she turns up in the same form.
Yeah, right. He reckons he's got the feeling of a champagne horse. Did she give you that sort of feeling?
Yeah, of course. The feeling I got from her was that whatever distance she stepped up to in the future was going to be more suitable for her. Obviously, she's got the pedigree for a longer distance as well. And she is a small horse, and small horses sometimes tend to be a little bit better over a bit of a trip. So, you know, there's no doubt she's got the ability. I don't see the 1400 metres as a problem, but maybe if you got up to a mile, she might be able to travel just that little bit better again, and she could even be more effective.
Could you see her sitting a little bit closer today up in trim?
It will depend on how she jumps. We made use of the barrier last time, and at Rose Hill in that race it was the right thing to do, but this is a different race, we're at a different track, different circumstances. It will depend how she jumps. Last time was the first time she jumped and actually been asked to put in a position, so it could have switched her on, and if that's the case she'll put herself there nice and comfortably, but if she just wants to find her rhythm a little bit, I won't bustle her too much. Excellent.
You've also got Kermadec in the Doncaster shooting for your second Doncaster. What did you make of his last run? And do you think he turned the tables on wins?
I thought it was a very good run. The thing that impressed me the most, or the thing to take out of the race, I thought, was the way he pulled up. He pulled up having a really, really big blow. And I just think that having that extra run under his belt, he's going to improve again fitness-wise, and that's going to be the biggest advantage for him coming into this race. I think Winks is probably a bit of a cleaner winded horse, and she was probably a little bit more forward than him the other day. So in that regard, he's probably got a little bit of an edge on her there. He gets a bit of a swing in the weights. He's got a nice gait, so if he jumps well, he can miss a start, but if he jumps well, he should be able to take advantage of that and be a little bit closer. And I think it's going to be a close contest. I don't think Winks is just over the line. I think he's going to give her a good run for her money.
Okay. She looked to be pulling away from him on the line. Was that just him knocking up that little bit, as you said, he's having a blow? Like he really attacked at her and then she kind of pulled away from him in the end. Was that just him knocking up, or is she really pulling away?
So I think it was probably a little bit of both. She may have just been idling, being the quality animal that she is, just switched off a little bit when she was put under pressure. Obviously her class come to the fore, and she was able to find what she needed to. And also I think my horse just came to the end of his run. He sprinted very quick and got into a competitive position with her, but just couldn't sustain that run and go on with it, and could have been his fitness. Was the reason that he knocked up. Hopefully it was, and hopefully he can sustain the run right through to the line this time. Yeah,
speaking to Bossy last year, after winning the Doncaster on him, he said he's got that real short, sharp sprint, and he said that once he'd hit the mile and once he'd finished the race, he's really done on the line. Does he feel a horse that just gets the mile?
Yeah, sure. After riding him last time, obviously it was only 1500 metres that time. It's going to go an extra 100 metres this time, but he definitely knows where that line is. As soon as he hits it, he just stops. I know he stopped a little bit prior to the line that day, but really once he hit it, he just pulled himself up underneath me. So he's a pretty intelligent horse in that regard, but you know, it's always better when they run right through to the line, and you know, if they're not quite at their top and they're feeling the pinch a little bit fitness-wise, then of course when they come to the end of their run, they're just going to fall in a bit of a hole. But like I said, I think he'll come on from that.
Okay. Do you think going into this year's Doncaster, because we haven't had a favourite so dominant in the Doncaster for many years, do you think it'll be a little bit more of a tactical race of just trying to beat Wings?
It quite possibly could be, because she's drawn a little bit awkward, and I don't think there's a lot of depth to the race. I think for a Doncaster it's probably one of the weaker ones that we've had. Obviously, in saying that, I'm not sort of including Winks in that field. If you look at the rest of the field, it drops away a little bit. So, you know, it could become a bit of a tactical race with only the 3 or 4 main chances in it. And, you know, my bloke's drawn to take advantage of that and just put himself in the right spot.
You said there's only, say, 3 or 4 chances in your opinion. What are the other 2?
Yeah, well, I thought as Cordelia probably had a good chance. I thought First Hill could probably improve a little bit, and Fox, Sock and Barrel, you know, has obviously got form on the board at the moment as well. But apart from that, I thought it probably lacked depth.
All right, thanks for your time and good luck.
No problem.
Thanks.